Hi, welcome in tonight. I am Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor at Tallapoosa Publishers, alongside managing editor Santana Wood. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I opened my window today in front of my desk to try to get some sunshine. Like I can't be the
How
only
how long
person.
has it been since you left your home?
A long time. A long time. I've lost track. Like the days and the weeks run together. But I have been self-quarantined for quite some
But
time.
do you at least go outside to walk your dog or like
Yeah,
take them outside?
yeah, but it's just that I
Okay.
feel like I haven't been outside as much.
Well, that's good, like to get some fresh air, at least. We all need that. So, we do, of course, want to jump in and talk to you guys about our latest coronavirus updates. Of course, we want to thank our sponsor, Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine. Couldn't do it without the support of you guys, the support of our community, all you guys that are watching and asking good questions and all that kind of stuff. So, we want to talk a little bit. We had mentioned this maybe a week or two ago that we came up with some graphics showing some curves for the state as well as for our counties, and we've made some additions. So we want to kind of dive back into that and show you guys some more data that we've been able to come up with here at TPI.
Yeah, I think that these graphics can really help you guys understand the numbers and kind of how these curves are working across the
Right.
state and also locally, and really show that cumulative increase. You can see that there was a slower rate of increase on your screen now, but that has been steadily growing since the first case, which was reported March 20th.
Yeah, and so this is the Alabama statewide kind of cumulative cases. And then we also have our county cumulative cases. So that red line, which obviously has been growing exponentially faster than the other two, that's Tallapoosa County. That middle line, the blue line, is Elmer County, and Coosa County is that yellow line, which has luckily been staying fairly low there on the graph.
Yeah, and when you look at that, I mean, the Tallapoosa County one especially really has just taken quite a spike, especially recently. Those numbers continue to grow, and because these are a total number of cases, there won't truly be a curve. We've talked about flattening the curve, but these numbers will never go down. So we're going to continue to show you guys these graphs and kind of update you each day as they go.
Yeah, and so since we realized that that isn't actually showing you guys the curve, we came up with a new set of graphs that will hopefully illustrate that curve a little bit better. So this one that you're seeing now is Alabama's graph, and that this is just by additions every day. So we take the total number of cases in Alabama at the end of each night, and then we add to it. So this has been last updated as of last night. But that kind of each peak that you see would be each day and how many have been added for the day. So eventually the hope is, right, that less and less will be added and it will become more like a curve. So that can kind of show you guys visually that, and we have that for the county as well.
Yeah, the county curve, Tallapoosa County is again that red line, and Elmore County is the blue line. Coosa County is that yellow line. Just in the past 8 days, Tallapoosa County has been in the double digits in terms of additional positive cases 4 times. Coosa County and Elmore County have not had a double digit day at all. But Tallapoosa County has had that 4 times.
Yeah, and I think seeing this kind of visual representation again, that red line that has those 2 really big spikes, is sort of a, like Santana said, kind of an easier way to you see the numbers and you don't really know what they mean, but this kind of shows you that, and once again kind of reiterates in graphic form, how staggering things have gotten in Tallapoosa County over the last couple of days.
Right, because we continue to give you guys these updated numbers every day, and it has been going on for about a month now, and we kind of, I guess, forget where we started and
Right.
what it was like a week ago and what the real big difference is. So I think it's good for you guys to see this and for us to see it as well. And we do want to dive into those current numbers right now, according to the Department of Public Health.
Yeah, so as of 6:45 p.m., the Department of Public Health said that there were 4,404, that's a lot of fours, confirmed cases of the coronavirus in the state. Once again, locally, we did see another 2 counties grow in their numbers today as well.
Tallapoosa County is now at 160 cases, which is an increase of 11 since last night. And there have been 160 tested, according to Department of Public Health, along with 4 reported deaths and 4 confirmed deaths. So it continues to grow, but not as much as a jump as we saw yesterday, but still 11 new cases today here in Tallapoosa County. And Tallapoosa County does continue to be one of the highest in per capita rates. It's now at 396.4 per 100 persons, and Tallapoosa County is behind only Chambers County right now at number 2.
Yeah, and you also got to keep in mind, obviously, that Chambers County and Tallapoosa County are right there next to each other. There's a lot of travel, or has been a lot of travel between those two counties, I'm sure. So, expect that those 2 counties will sort of mirror each other in how they're acting. Also, Elmer County did see an increase in cases. They are now at 54 confirmed cases, and that's an increase of 5 since last night. Luckily, there still are no reported deaths in Elmer County at this time, according to the Department of Public Health.
Yeah, Coosa County still has 20 confirmed cases, and there has been 1 confirmed death over there at this time. Health officials, Department of Public Health officials, along with locally Russell medical officials, have said that the peak is still, could be a week or 2 away at this point. So
I think it's just, very important that we take it all very seriously. So we are going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsor, and then we'll be back to talk about some local news for the day.
At Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine, we want you to know we're open. We take COVID-19 seriously and have put precautions in place for the safety and health of our patients. Don't delay treatment. Wound duration lasting more than 30 days is less likely to heal naturally. We treat all types of wounds, cuts, and burns, so intervene early. Wound care is critical. Call us today.
All right, welcome back. I am Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor at Tallapoosa Publishers, alongside managing editor Santana Wood. We have talked about some graphs, some curves, some data and numbers, and now we want to break into some local news for you guys for today.
In Tallapoosa County, the county property tax sale has been postponed twice due to the coronavirus, but will be held at 10 a.m. on June 2nd. Tallapoosa County Revenue Commissioner's Office said that it has to settle its books by July. So even if the sale is held on the courthouse steps, it will happen, coronavirus or not.
Yeah. Also, in an Alexander City resident, Lacey Key is a certified court reporter and captioner. So we dug into kind of what that means for her right now. And there are services being offered through companies such as ComPro, where virtual meetings, obviously we're all going a lot more virtual, and they can be captioned in real time. It was funny because I was talking to Amy Passaretti, who did that story for us, and she said that people have to be certified, have to be able to type 225 words per minute. And I was like, that's insane. Like, I thought I typed fast. But it's actually, read the story. It's actually pretty interesting. They don't actually have to type that fast. There's like shorthand and definitions, but it's a really cool story. That'll be out in Friday's Outlook.
Yeah, super interesting and, important to remember as well. Over in Elmer County, Eclectic has been pretty quiet lately, according to Police Chief Robert Head. He said policing the town in general through this time has just been pretty quiet over the past few weeks. And the evening shift has seen a reduce in the call volume for service. And Eclectic residents are apparently following social distancing guidelines, according to Police Chief over there. And he also advised the public to make sure to use that non-emergency line, and you can find that phone number on the Wetumpka Herald's website right now as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And over in Tallahassee, we are starting to see a lot of people are receiving that stimulus check, or the direct deposits. And Mayor Johnny Hammock did just encourage people to, spend that money wisely. We don't know how long, obviously, this coronavirus pandemic is going to last, if people are going to be out of work, what that means, if there will ever be another stimulus check. All those things are still up in the air. So pay your bills, shop locally. Those are some tips that Mayor Hammock gave us today.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still waiting on my check. I'm kind of jealous, but
Oh, I got mine.
I keep checking for it.
You'll get it.
We also want to give you guys a myth versus fact tonight. There has been some talk about a vaccine to cure COVID-19. Is that available? At this time, there is no vaccine for the novel coronavirus at this time, according to Johns Hopkins Medicine. Scientists have already begun working on one, but they are developing a vaccine that is safe and effective, and that will take several months to make that for humans.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a tough one. And that's why, we say things like it's not to be taken lightly. It's not just like the flu, because obviously there is a vaccine for the flu. And so that's not the case at this time. As always, we've got a lot of people doing some really good things in our community. So we want to share some of that with you guys as well. In Kellyton, over in Coosa County, owners of A Stitch Above, Angie Williams and I'm going to botch this, Marina Turner, maybe, have made and donated hundreds of N95 mask covers. We've been hearing a lot about those stories. So that's great to see that so many people are getting involved with that.
Yeah, they delivered those to Russell Medical, Chapman Nursing Home, other facilities as well. So just good to see some more people helping out in the community. Over in Tallahassee, Soar Inc. founder Andrus Love gave away some Bible coloring books today, crayons, tic-tac-toe games, puzzles, trouble games, cards, memory games, multiplication flashcards, all types of stuff today over in East Tallahassee. And he used funds allocated for Soar Inc.'s annual spring fishing trip, after it had to be canceled due to guidelines to battle the coronavirus, and used it to reinvest in the community in this way today.
Yeah, I think that's really cool because a lot of kids, obviously are going stir crazy, as we all are. So important to find some creative ways to help out your kids get through this time, in addition to teaching them. I know parents are working really hard to balance those two things.
Certainly. As always, we really want to thank you guys for tuning in to us each weeknight at 7 p.m. and trusting us as your local news source. And we'll continue to give you all the updates we have and provide you the best coverage possible during this crisis. And we just want to thank our sponsor, Russell Medical Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine. Really appreciate their support. And thank you guys for tuning in. I am managing editor Santana Wood alongside sports editor Lizzie Arbogast. Y'all have a good night.
We'll see you tomorrow.